How'd it look? Do I look like $1,000,000?
You're about to find out.
Fancy. Hey, this ain't no great clip.
This ain't no great clip.
This ain't no great
Facts. What's up, guys? Welcome into another episode of the Cutting Up Podcast. I'm here, and today we have the Instagram, TikTok, really just social media personality, Rowdy Roger in studio. How we doing, my man?
I am doing great.
Doing good. So it's actually Roger Tyndall is the name, but we go by Rowdy. Is it Rowdy Raj or Rowdy Roger?
We go by Rowdy Roger, Rowdy Raj.
All of it works.
All the above.
Awesome, my man. And we're doing well today. Doing good?
Yeah.
Excited to get your haircut?
Yeah.
Awesome, my man. Well, let's see. What are we going to do? I've never cut your hair before, so it's a first time thing. So if you're a little nervous, it's okay. But what do you want to get done?
Okay, so basically just trim the sides, line it up, trim the back, and trim the front. I got to keep the mullet going.
We're going to keep the mullet going.
Keep the mullet, yeah.
Now, on these, it looks like you have them a little bit tapered down here on the sideburns. Do you like those pretty much tapered down to the skin?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then how much length? Do you want like more texture than length, I assume?
Just the front, just a little bit above my eyebrows, and then, just take a little bit off the back. So
perfect. We can do it, my man. So, dude, let's start at the beginning. We've never obviously talked. I don't know how you got into where you got into. So how'd you get started? What gave you the idea to become Rowdy Raj?
Well, basically, my little sister got me into the whole TikTok thing. At first, I thought it was kind of stupid.
Okay.
But I downloaded it, and then my goal was to become an internet sensation.
Which you succeeded at.
I did succeed at that, but it took a lot of dedication, a lot of videos. My very first couple of videos, the first 6 months were pretty cringy, to be honest with you. It was pretty bad. But then one day I was at the lake with Kenzie's family, which was my fiance, and I got drunk, and I was in the lake fishing drunk, and that's where I discovered Rowdy Roger. And so I think the video got 500,000 views, which was my first viral video. So I just kind of stuck with it. I was like,
what did you do in this video?
Well, it was me standing fishing, and then I casted it, and I was like, if you're not drunk at the lake fishing, becoming one with the lake, you're not fishing. So yeah, that's basically what I did. And then I just kind of ran with it. And I was like, I created this character, Rowdy Roger, just this raunchy redneck hillbilly, just off the wall guy. And it took about a year and a half of nonstop posting. Just like every day I post every day. And then once I built a following and stuff, I kind of like slowed down to where I could be a little bit more reformed in what I post. So yeah, that's how it started.
So I want to talk about a little bit what you just said there, man, because I think it's so crucial, especially nowadays in the social media game, like you said, influencers, right? So many people, they follow these celebrities now on social media, and they think that's who I want to be, right? It's a very popular thing to be these, and it's a very profitable thing, which I'm sure you can vouch for. But so many people see this and they're like, that's the route I want to take. However, they don't see the work behind it, right? And like you said, a lot of people think, oh, if I can just get one video to go viral, then I'm going to take off and I'll be multi-millionaire, hundreds of millions of followers. But it doesn't work that way. And then the other thing I want to talk about is like you said, the first 6 months, right? You said videos were cringy. They were terrible. A lot of people give up, right? And so I have a question, because I want to talk about this for my own self, because I find myself in that same spot a lot of times. I post a lot of videos with, obviously, the podcast. I have different other things we do in the shop that promotes the barbershop. And so when I'm posting out clips or I'm posting pictures of my haircut, I too can get insecure a lot of times. And it's hard to get past that, right? I'm looking at content that I made and I'm like, is this really good? And then you start to watch it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 100 times. And you're like, you second guess yourself. You're like, oh, I'm not going to post this. So how did you work through that? Because like you said, you admit at the beginning it was kind of cringy, and a lot of people probably would have given up after 2 or 3 months of not being successful and putting out what they feel like maybe is bad content. So how did you get over that hump of like, I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going.
It's a good question. Well, the first couple of videos I posted, you just gotta want it, man. Like I wanted it. And the reason why I say the videos were cringy is just because I did a bunch of different stuff, like different characters and different skits and stuff. But yeah, it gets a little bit discouraging when you first start out because you're not getting. Some people can be a viral internet sensation overnight, and then some people like me, you just got to work for it, and you just got to want it bad.
Yeah.
And what really broke the barrier for me to like become successful with it and keep motivated was like when you get your first video that goes viral, you gotta sit and think, why did it go viral? What do people want to see? You just gotta be different. You gotta be unique. That's what kept me motivated. I just wanted it bad. Like I had a goal and I was like, I'm gonna do this. Like I just wanted it. And you just gotta hustle and you gotta figure out what works, after my video went viral, it wasn't like every other video after that was hundreds and thousands of views. It was actually like a couple thousand views, but over the months, it would keep going up. 1,000 turned into 2,000, and then consistently I would get like 4,000 views, 5,000 views. So like it's like little numbers like that really kept me motivated. Was seeing like a couple of hundred views extra than the normal videos where I was only getting like 300 or 400, and then now I'm getting 1,200 views. So it's one of those things. You just got to stay motivated and just do it. Like if you want it bad enough, you can do it. And I always tell everybody that it's possible. It's out there. You just got to be. You're competing against the whole world, so you got to be different. Like what do people want to see?
Yeah. So were there ever any videos that you're like, you remember making them and you're like, dude, this is it. This is the one. And then you post it and it like gets 200 views or gets 10 likes.
Oh yeah, that happens all the time.
Dude, how is that even possible, right?
Yeah, that happens all the time. It's honestly like social media, the stuff that I like thoroughly enjoy. It usually doesn't do well. Like I kind of have to make content for the people, you got to think what people want to see. It kind of sucks though, because like stuff that I think's funny, people don't think's funny. Like I enjoyed filming it, and then the stuff that I'm like, this is stupid.
Yep.
They love it. Yep. It's like, all right, whatever.
Yep.
So
it's crazy how that works, right?
Yeah, you just gotta have a good balance though. Like I still do stuff that I enjoy, and like, yeah, it may not get the views I want, but like, you gotta kind of stay true to yourself with it, because like once you start doing stuff you don't like, and you're just doing it to please the people, it kind of gets boring, I guess.
It is, man. It's tough. It's a battle, because I'm the same way. Obviously, we've done, I don't know, Dalton probably knows better, 22, 23 episodes, give or take, somewhere around there. And there have been guests and there have been clips that have come out from them that I was so confident in, like this one's going to go crazy, right? This one's going to do numbers. And then just nothing, just flops. You know what I mean? It's just average. And you're like, how? And then me and Dalton, we don't even have a guest. It's me and him sitting in 2 chairs right here talking fantasy football of all things, just something we enjoy. And that's our most viral clip so far. It's sitting at 450,000 views on Instagram, 12,000 shares. And it's like, how? This clip that I probably almost didn't even post, how does it do that? You know what I mean? And so it
doesn't make sense.
It's a tough game, but I think it's like you said, if you want it bad enough and you're willing to work through that and you're willing to know like, hey, you have to be willing to pivot. You have to be willing to be flexible, right? Because let me guess, when you started, like you said, trying to become an influencer on Instagram, did you know in your mind, okay, I want to be Rowdy Raj and I want to be this hillbilly guy that makes these kind of videos? No, not at all, right? At all. Yeah, you had to pivot and you tried new things, right? I assume that your first few videos were nothing like what you make now, right?
No, yeah, that was totally different. It was more skit content, kind of like, it was just terrible. I thought it was funny, but it was not funny. But yeah, just kind of, I don't know, you just got to find something that works and stick with it. I mean, it's not that you're not being true to yourself, but that's how a lot of social media creators are, man. They're not really like that in real life, they just found something that worked. And it's kind of like comedians, they do comedy, they make people laugh. Like social media, you gotta make people like you gotta make people laugh, you gotta make people be interested in you. So it's kind of like a movie, you just play a character, so that's kind of what happened with me.
Did you ever have any like influencers or personalities that you looked up to or that you tried to model yourself after?
There was one.
All right.
It was Ginger Billy.
I don't know who that is.
So he kind of does the same thing I do. I got to itch my nose.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, put that in the podcast, baby. It's Ginger Billy. He does like redneck stuff too. Like he makes cars and stuff. But when I first kind of got a following, like I would always like try to get at him, like shout him out or like get his attention. And then the first time I ever met him in person, I was doing stand-up comedy, and then he was the next set. And this guy's like, he's like 10 times bigger than me. Like he's a big name. And that was the first time I ever got like starstruck, I guess. But now like I've seen him multiple times, and he's just like a normal dude. So yeah, I looked up to him for a while. It's not that I don't look up to him, but like after doing it for like 3.5 years, you meet a lot of famous people. So like, I don't know, you just don't really, they're just normal people to you. But if I saw the Trailer Park Boys, I would probably fangirl a little bit. So yeah.
Now do you still do stand-up comedy or no?
Yeah, I do it. I don't really enjoy it.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why. I just don't like it. Stand-up comedy's hard. I mean, I do really good.
Oh, I
at
believe
it.
that.
And then it gets really, iffy when you're in a crowd and you say a joke that's kind of raunchy and then nobody's laughing, and then
Dude, me and Dalton just had this conversation a couple weeks ago. So Dalton, I want you to chime in here, but we were talking about stand-up comedy and where it's at today and if we, enjoy it or whatnot. And I'm like, it's got to be tough for comedians right now because to me, if you're doing stand-up comedy and you're making a joke, anything should go, right? But we live in this world where there's cancel culture and all these things. And so now people are scared to say certain things. But it's like back in the day, you go to the comedy show and there's no phones, there's no nothing. It's just the people in the room. That's all the context that's needed. And you can pretty much say whatever you want, you know what I mean? And none of that stuff should affect it in the comedy world. But that's got to be tough trying to toe that line now, right?
Yeah. I will say my comedy is very raunchy, and I have said some out-of-pocket stuff. And the way I look at it is if it pisses people off, oh well, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you're not going to be for everybody. And if you try to be, you're not going to be successful,
Yeah, I feel like comedy, there's no boundaries.
There shouldn't be.
There
shouldn't
really
be in
shouldn't
comedy.
be no boundaries. I mean, the only thing that I don't joke about in like comedy is like religion. Like I veer away from that. But everything else, can you, are you allowed to curse on the podcast or no?
Nah, we'll say no.
No, okay. I'm making sure. I had to check. But anything else, that butt is all game, buddy.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah.
I think that's a part of it, man. I think if you sign up to go to a comedy show, you should be signing up for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, this is the conversation I had with Dalton about it. I was just like, I think they should have all the freedom to say whatever they want. And I hate that people try to silence them or say you can only say certain things. Now, whether I choose to listen to that stuff or laugh at that, like, that's my own, you know what I mean? It's
a comedy show.
But that's between me. Like, if I don't want to hear those jokes, then I probably shouldn't go to the comedy show, you know what I mean? But know that if you walk into that comedy show, anything can go because it's comedy. It's funny, you know what I mean? Like, they're not being serious. So I think that's the way you kind of got to look at those things,
You're kind of like Dave Chappelle. He has no filter.
No, none.
He is raunchy. Yeah, comedy, I don't know. I mean, it's fun, but I don't know. If I can I don't know. It's iffy. I'll do it, if the money's right, but
Anything else you do on the side outside of just the just the social media?
Yeah, just social media, really. I mean, that's pretty much it. I actually work a normal job. Most people think that I don't work. Most people in my position, though, don't work. I don't know. I just like working. The first time I had my first foot surgery, I was really hustling hard and kind of like did it full time. And I don't know, I just didn't enjoy it as much. I kind of like it as a side gig. It's kind of like my second job almost. It's a lot more fun that way. I've got really bad feet problems. I've had 2 foot surgeries. Skateboarding. I skateboarded a lot when I was younger.
Okay.
So it just caught up to me.
Yeah.
Years of abuse just finally caught up to me.
I am surprised that you work is it full time? You have a full-time job on the side?
full-time job, yeah.
What do you do?
I actually worked with your buddy Jesse.
Yeah. I knew that's how you guys met. I just didn't know you still did it.
Yeah, I do. Now I just do it's called a punch guy. So basically, it's somebody that goes in a house and kind of adds the finishing touches before a house closes. So I kind of just do a little bit of everything, just auditing stuff. So yeah, that's what I do full time. I can do social media full time if I like really wanted to, like dedicated all my time to it, but it's just not fun like that. I like doing it as I'm honestly a lazy content creator, to be honest. Like a lot of people in my shoes would hustle a lot more than me, but
I don't believe you for one. The fact that you have a full-time job and you've been able to get this following, there's no way that that's a true sentence.
I guess fair enough. I'm just like, when you do it for so long, it's just like, here recently I've been like not slacking with content, but I like post like once or twice a week just because like I can, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like it's hard to explain. But also I go through phases where like I'll, you know, post 4 videos a week, or then I'll only post 1 or 2 videos a week. I say I don't care, but
yeah, I don't believe you for one second.
I do hustle hard at it, you know. Like when thinking of new ideals and stuff, it'll be good for like a week or 2 where I'll like think of something every day and write it down in my notes. You should see my iPhone. I have like, Lord, like probably 100 or 150 videos I haven't done that I have saved, like just ideals and stuff. I think I said that right. Ideals or ideals? I don't know.
I mean, say whatever you want.
Yeah, say what I want. Yeah. Anyways, back to what I was saying, you know, just like writers have writer's block, it's the same thing with like content creation. Like I'll go through like a week or 2, like where I'm not really thinking about it. And I think it's just mainly because I know I'm sitting on hundreds of videos, so like I don't really have to stress about it. But some of my better videos that I've made have actually just been like driving home and I just think of it. It's like random, you know, like I'm not thinking about it and like it just pops up in my head.
Yeah. Now, are you the guy where like on Instagram or TikTok, you go to your drafts and there's literally just hundreds of drafts in there that could be posted at any time, or no? It's just the sketches, you just haven't shot them yet?
Yeah, it's just the sketches that I haven't shot yet.
I got you.
Usually I just go through my notes, pick one out, film it, and then post it. And I try to tell myself like each week to like do a spontaneous video, if that makes sense. Like, no, it's kind of like, what's the comedy they call when it's just, you don't plan it out?
Improvisation?
Yeah, improv comedy. So like I try to do improv like at least once a week just to kind of, I guess almost like test myself to see if I've still got the touch, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Like earlier when you said like stuff that I think does good, does it, and the stuff that I'm like, this is stupid, does good, man.
That's the way it is, man. Another example I just did, I was thinking about this as you were talking about it, but I'm a big Miami Heat fan. I don't know if do you follow NBA or sports at all or not really?
I don't. I mean, I know who it is.
So I won't go into depth on it all, but anyway, there was a superstar player that was supposed to come to the Miami Heat, and everyone said he's coming, and he went somewhere else. And it was like a blow to my self-esteem, everything I believe in, you know?
Jesus.
I was so sad about it. And then ESPN went and posted, and they talked about how like the last 4 superstars that were rumored to go to the Miami Heat, none of them went there. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Like there was no need to post this, right? And so then it hit me. I was like, dude, because when I heard the news that this player that just happened, the most recent one, I was literally doing a haircut, and I always have ESPN running 24/7.
He cried.
Yeah, and literally I heard it, and it literally almost brought tears to my eyes. Like I had to stop for a second.
He's deep.
I'm deep into it, dude. It's bad. It's really bad. It's a problem. So yeah, so literally.
I mean, I love sports like that.
You should get into it.
Definitely
you should probably make some good sports content. You're welcome to join the league.
But see, like.
Why not?
Just like drinking. I like drinking. If I got in fantasy football, man, I'd pick up a gambling problem. I'd lose my house.
But if you could make some great content. Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Yeah.
When your whole house is on the line for one game, some of the content, the improv that would come out of that.
That would be good content. I'm Randy Roger, and I lost my house betting on the Miami Dolphins. Is that even a team?
That's a team.
That is a team.
It's a different sport. That's
football, right? Football.
You do. You do. Look at that. So anyway, I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm going to act like I had my camera rolling for all 4 of the last superstars, film my reaction. They get progressively worse here. And I thought it was a genius idea. And I'm like, I'm going viral with this one. And I don't think it got more than 1,000 views.
Dang.
It's tough, bro.
It just hurts.
It's a tough world, man. It does. So I don't know how you continue to do it every day when you were doing numbers like that, man. It's impressive.
It's funny. There's a lot of videos I've posted And like when you're at it sounds arrogant saying this. I hate saying this, but when you're at the level that I'm at.
Well, you are at the level you're at.
Yeah. When I post a video and it does terrible, I'll just delete it.
Do you delete it?
Yeah, because like to me, I'm like yesterday I posted a video. The second time this is the second time I posted this video. I really enjoyed doing it. And the whole skit was, so I have this really raunchy trailer park trash girlfriend named Roberta. So I dress up like a woman.
Is this a true story?
Oh no, this is a true story. So she's like
just want to make sure.
Yeah. She's one of my characters. And anyways.
She's a recurring guest?
Yes, she is a recurring guest. I should have brought her today.
You should have.
I just didn't want to awkward you out a little bit.
Appreciate that.
Man in a wig. But hey, it is 2023. So anyways, the whole skit was like, so do you ever have your wife and like you're going out to dinner, right?
My wife is nothing like Roberta, I can promise you that.
Well, yeah. But when they're just like trying on like 20 different outfits just to go to McDonald's.
She does do that. Yes, she does do that.
And then they get in the mirror and they're like, does this look good? And you're like, yeah, it looks great. And they're like, no,
you're
it
lying.
doesn't.
Yep.
Yeah, you're lying.
Yep.
So that was pretty much like the whole skit. And then like at the end of it, I was like, babe, can you buy me my Shein card? Because like I don't have any clothes, because women always say they don't have clothes. Like
100%.
Yeah. And then they do have clothes. I think I just swallowed a little bit of hair there.
It's all right.
But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I thought it was funny. It was a great video. Dude, it only got like 3,000 views. I didn't delete it.
3,000 views. Okay. But when you're at the level you're
at the level I'm at, I'm used to getting like an average, I'm used to getting like between 30K to 100K. Like if it at least gets 30K, I'm happy with it. And there's been a lot of videos that like I enjoyed and it didn't do good, but like I still keep it up, and it, it usually like feathers out enough to where it does good. So.
Do you feel like you have any kind of understanding on the algorithms that these social media platforms have?
No, absolutely not. I don't say I got age matters. No, and I cannot figure out the algorithm. I wish I could help people. Well, I do know that there's a...
Okay, no, wait. You just said you wish you could help people. That's a good question. How many times a day do people reach out to you and ask for advice?
I'll give you advice. Like, I'm good. Like, I can tell you, like, what it takes. It's a mayor right there. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm all for that. Like, I love helping, like, people, like, want to start something or grow. And I just tell them the same thing. Like, we pretty much talked in the beginning. Like, you just got to go for it and just find what works. But when it comes to algorithms, man, I can't figure it out. Like, I post at 6:30. That's my prime time to post. I do know evening's better because people are on their phone. So I always post on a Saturday at 6:30 or through the week at 6:30. So.
A Saturday?
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't think people be on their phone Saturday at 6:30 at night.
It works for me.
Really?
Now, if there's like a really big football game going that day, I usually won't post it, but I don't know. Like for some reason, Saturdays work good for me. They got like some kind of scent in it. It smells good.
I do. It's not the Sonic,
This is fancy.
Yeah, don't drink it.
Don't drink it.
No, sir.
He's lining me up. Yeah, so... Oh, another cool thing that it's not really cool. It's actually horrendous. Most famous people, and I've met a lot of people, man, they are just complete jerks.
Well, when you're at the level you're at.
Well, yeah, but like I'm nice, like all these people are, even like, I'm not going to say his name, but
come on, dude.
Drop the name.
He's not going to see it.
Drop the name.
He's not going to see it.
I'm going to drop the name.
Drop the name.
Yeah, you know what?
And if he sees it, that means we went viral.
He's big, so like,
yeah.
So Dane the Great, he's the Southern Dad dude. You've probably seen him.
Okay.
So, like, I actually really love his videos. So like, he reached out to me and was, and this was like earlier on in both our careers. And he was, just to compliment me, and I was complimenting him. And then it's a long story, but he's one of those guys, like, he just wants something from you.
Okay,
and if you can't give him that, then he has nothing to do with you. So like we was talking. So what happened was he was like, he had a little bit less followers than me. And then he was kind of like, I don't understand how, my stuff's good. And I was like, it is good. And then like all of a sudden he's like blowing up on Instagram, like where he like skyrocketed, like not like just like a measly 10, 20,000. Like he like surpassed me like with 100,000+ followers, like out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And so like before this happened, like he was texting me every day, hit me up, we was going to get together, shoot some stuff together. And then I would like text him on Instagram, and then like he would read my messages and just like ignore me because like he was at a level to where he thought he was too good for me. And like to me, I just don't understand how people let a number like
gets to their head.
Gets to their head. So like it literally like got to his head, and funny enough, he like pissed me off so bad. Like I blocked him on everything because I was like, bro, it's not worth my time. But I unblocked him. I mean, no offense to the dude. I mean, honestly, if he sees this, it's fine. He needs to kind of be humbled because like he just like, you just gotta stay true to yourself. But yeah, most content creators are very full of themselves, and I don't understand why. It just makes no sense to me. But I've met, I mean, there's been a lot of horrendous content creators, but probably the one that I've met that's really nice is Ethan. He's Cut the Activist. He's you know, kind of like the story with Dane. He kind of took off, and he's got like I think 600,000 followers, but
wow,
he hits me up still. Like we're actually supposed to go to a cabin and like hang out and do stuff, and like he's not changed one bit, man. Like he even has like a deal with Nelk. I don't know if you know who Nelk is.
Yeah.
So he's signed with them. He's signed with Happy Dad. But like, I can literally pull out my phone right now and text him, hit him up, and he'd hit me up. Like, you know, he's not changed one bit. It's like,
wow.
I don't know. I like people like that. So he's probably one of the realer ones that I've met. So yeah, but not bashing on Dane's name. He just, I don't know, man. He stopped hitting me up, and it just kind of upset me. So
I don't blame you, dude. Can't change up like that, Dame. Come on, man.
yeah,
Respond to my boy.
yeah.
All right, my man. So we're getting ready to wrap up here. We're nearing the end, and give me your favorite video you've ever made, man. Even if it's not the most numbers wise, you know, or even the funniest, but the one either you had the most fun filming, or just after looking back, it makes you laugh every time. What's your favorite video you've ever made?
The one that makes me laugh every time.
Or like if somebody doesn't know who you are, this is the video you want them to see.
Well, I would not. Well, this is one video I did, and it was. My fiance's never watched it because it's pretty raunchy. Okay. But I had the most fun filming it because it was just so funny. So basically, he's my friend. Have you ever seen? Well, Lord God, this sounds horrendous.
Go to a different one then if you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, no, don't do that one. Okay. It was funny though.
Go for it. You just seem hesitant on whether you want to say it.
Like, you know, like
step, you don't want to say it, you don't have to.
Like Step Bro, I'm stuck in the dryer. So basically, I had my friend put on a wig like a girl, and he was stuck in the dryer was the whole concept of the video, which you can take it as you want from there. But it was funny because at the end of it, I pulled him out. He's like, "Oh, Roger, I didn't know that was you." And I was like, "Well, cousins need love too." And then like at the end of it, like it was playing, "I Want to Know What Love Is." And that was the most funnest one I've probably filmed just because it was funny. I actually did take it down.
Really?
Just because it got a lot of views, and I didn't want TikTok to like take it down, I guess.
Yeah.
And then another one that was fun is making a air mattress into a drivable pontoon boat. So that was fun.
An air mattress into a drivable pontoon
boat. Yeah, it had like a trailer motor on it.
And you were successful.
And it was registered. It was
no
registered.
shot, dude.
Yeah, it was
How
registered.
did you do that?
We're just going to leave it at it.
Okay.
It was registered.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, but so I did do that. But it was a private property, so on record it was private property. But that one, and then I tooted a lawnmower.
Okay.
So I made it like it was probably like 5 foot off the ground in the front, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, those are probably a couple of favorite ones.
So we've talked about your success and meeting some cool people and some now fake people. But the opposite of that, when you get to the level that you're at, you know, you say that humbly, the level that you're at, you get haters, right? And you probably get negative comments and you get bad DMs. How do you deal with that?
At first, it used to bother me, but I don't care no more.
Yeah?
I don't care. Let them talk. You know.
Did it take a while for you to get that mindset?
I don't. Yeah, it did. Definitely, like, there was like a minute in my life when I was starting to get maybe a beer gut, okay? And people pointing it out in my videos. I went to the gym, I fixed it, That hurt my feelings. But I'm over it now. I do not care, It is what it is. People, hey, you know what I say? And I tell people this when they're like really mean on my comments. I was like, listen, Jesus walked the earth and he had people who hated him, so that's the way I look at it.
Very true. Very true.
Jesus can't, he didn't, so. Not comparing myself to Jesus. Shout out to my man Jesus. He's a real one.
Do you respond to a lot of comments?
I try to.
Yeah.
I try to be fair. I try to respond to everybody. I don't as much as I used to. I think it's just because I used to be so obsessed with it, and like I would spend so much time doing it. Mm-hmm. So like I kind of had to like balance out like my life, I guess, if that makes sense.
Yeah, so. For sure. You get consumed in it, dude.
But I do try to like reply to people who like DM me or message me and stuff. So.
Wow, man. All right. This is going to feel a little weird, okay?
Okay.
Just a little heads up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that does feel weird. It feels wrong. It doesn't feel right at all.
It's for your best, I promise.
It feels like you're just taking like
That's exactly what I'm doing.
A razor to my scalp.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
That is exactly what he's doing. He knows his stuff.
Do you use powder?
Sir.
Well, then you're right.
Keep her around, dude. She keeps you in check.
Well, she does.
How long have you guys been engaged?
Well, for quite a while.
Make sure these cameras are rolling for this.
I had 2 foot surgeries. They're like super expensive. So weddings are expensive. So I tried to
make some more videos, dude.
I know. I wanted to elope, but her mom was not having that. So she bought her dress for her. It was kind of like a peace token, like you're having a wedding, no eloping. And Kenzie's grandma. Shout out to grandma. Love you, grandma.
Oh, you'll be happy in the long run. You didn't.
Yeah. See, I just want like some like really raunchy wedding, like take me to the courthouse, couple beers.
No, you don't. No,
have a big party afterwards.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
That's the life.
You don't want that. Rowdy Raj wants that.
Yeah, well, that is true.
You don't want that.
I don't want that. That's true. How'd it look? Do I look like $1 million?
You're about to find out.
Fancy. Hey, this ain't no great clip.
This ain't no great clip.
This ain't no great clip. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Did me good. Got me all lined up.
I like that, my man.
I like that.
So, yeah, depending on how much texture you want to use and how much you want to fluff it up, you can, or if you want it to be a little more flat, it's all up to you, my man.
No, I like it. I like it like that.
Sing it for us, my man. Yeah. Come on, give us a little song.
Ooh, I like it like that. Slow motion.
Come on, in the voice.
Oh, the Rowdy. Hey, I am a country music singer.
Are you?
Yep. Bet you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. What do you sing? What's your song?
It's called Red Recognized by Rowdy Roger and Corey Tester.
Can we hear a little snippet of it?
Yeah, it's actually really good.
All right, give us something.
Play my part.
No, I want you to sing it right now.
I can't. Nah, man, they make me sound good in the studio.
Come on, dude. Dawn's got powers over there. He'll make you sound good. Just give us a little bit of it. Give us a little bit of it. Come on. For the people, before we get out of here.
I didn't forget the lyrics.
You forgot the lyrics to your own song, dude? Come on.
Yeah, I personally don't buy that.
I don't buy it at all. Yeah. You're lying, dude. Come on.
I can't sing.
You know the chorus.
I can. I'm camera shy.
You're definitely not that.
Look it up on YouTube.
Mouth and we'll put in the stall.
Yeah, but just mouth it and then we'll put in the audio later.
I can play it into the microphone.
Yeah, play it in the microphone.
Play it in the microphone.
All right.
Like, if I was like in a concert, I could do it,
Fair enough. All right, never mind. Roger, I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me.
You've been a great guest, my man. Shout out to Jesse for putting us together. Before you leave real quick, though, I do want you to shout yourself out. Tell us where we can find you. If the people are listening and they want to go look you up on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you're at, give us your socials, give us your ads, tell them where they can find you.
My social security? Anyways.
That works. Give me that, actually, separately.
Hey, I'm Rowdy Roger. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Rowdy Roger, obviously. And I just got the best haircut in the trailer park. I'm going to be having the women go.
That's bad for me. Don't say that. Don't say trailer park.
Oh.
Okay, you want me to do it again?
Yeah.
My bad, bro.
No, don't. Appreciate you, man. Thank you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe. We will see you next week. Peace out.
Was he joking?
No. Yes, I was joking.
Oh, I didn't even know he was joking.